Friday Night Gaming Podcast episode 30. Let's get some more episode. Go ham on the horn, yo. First of all, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your boy Trigun 411, aka Softcore Gamer, aka I ain't been on this podcast in about 300 years. Yo, before I get started, let me introduce you to my co-host with the most, who's been playing golf every day for the last year and a half. So go and introduce yourself to the people.
Golf's the GOAT.
Bro, I'm salty, bro.
Yeah, I gotta get my Edna in. Anyways,
hey,
yo, what up, guys? You can catch me at twitch.tv/Scythex and on twitter.com Scythex_.
And you can catch your boy on Twitter at Trigun4848. You can catch your boy at twitch.tv/Trigun411. I stream once every 3 months on a Friday from 9 to 9:15. Make sure you catch me. Hit me with them bits. Yo, once every 3 months. They say good things come to those who wait every 3 months. Anyway.
Yo, real quick. Shout out to Heidel Beezy in the house.
Yo, Heidel Beezy in the building, baby. Let's go one time.
Let's get it.
Yo, shout out to Heidel for real. Let me actually pull this screen up.
Shout out to JD in the house.
Let's get JD in the motherfucking building, man. Oh man, JD, you know what you're gonna get? You're gonna get a little bit of this. Oh man, yo, shout out to Toronto Raptors.
Toronto Raptors in the finals. What?
Yo, hold up.
Is Kawhi Leonard the GOAT?
Drake Curse thoughts?
He didn't win a title yet, so shut up.
Yo, listen, man. It feels good to be back up in this thing. We're definitely in it to win it. We've been going for about 5 to 6
years.
Weeks. Basically, based on the fact that I keep trying to do the podcast every week, and Sai just he's too busy.
Yo, fraud alert. Let me get a fraud alert, please, sir.
But real talk, I've been crazy, man. I got all kind of stuff going on. We're not even going to get into it. I'm glad to be back. You can call me the softcore gamer. I don't even play games no more, bro. Like, I for real. I went from 7 to 8 hour sessions every day to like a 4-hour session every 3.5 weeks. So anyway, it's good to be back. Those loyal fans, the fans were clamoring for it. So we needed to come back. We got inboxes flooded. People were hitting us. People would see us out in the streets. I was in Walmart the other day. They're like, yo, Trigun, when's the podcast coming back? I said, fall back. First of all, I had to get my security, and I had to clear them out. And I said, look, guys, listen, the podcast will be back. Don't worry about that. But we back at it. Still overcoming my autoimmune deficiency virus I got. Hey, shout out to Magic. Appreciate that cure,
you've been
bro.
sick for like 3 months.
Bro, I've been sick for like since sick since World War II ended, my G. So we're back at it. I'm happy to be back. I know Sai's happy to be back. COD details. Keep looking out for it. It's coming soon, like a good movie. So let's get into it without further ado.
We're gonna announce the COD convention at the COD convention.
That's a fact.
If you can make it,
exclusive content. We will announce the convention.
World premiere.
At the convention. World premiere exclusive. Real quick. I haven't done this in a while. Follow us on Instagram at FNG Podcast and Twitter at FNG Podcast _. Download us on iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, iOS, Android, all that good stuff. And now, Spotify. Real quick,
what was that little jingle, my guy?
I'm back on my marketing scheme. This is what I've been doing the last 6 months. 6 weeks. I've been thinking of ways that we could promote the brand, and I don't know. We got a new sponsor. I just had some contact with. We got a new sponsor. It's called Cucksuckers. Cucksuckers.com. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm joking. We don't have no sponsors because we straight up asked. No one wants to be associated with us except for the people in the chat. So anyone, if anybody wants to sponsor us, us. Like literally, just like send us some bits. Like we'll hook it up. We'll say whatever. We'll be your whores. We'll say whatever you want us to say live on the podcast. Anyway,
yo, try will shake anything for a bit.
Yo, what fam? Fam, I need them. Hold on, that Bitcoin though. Hey, lit. I be twerking now. I'm just kidding. I would never twerk. Bruh. Well, actually, never mind. Anyway, I'm moving forward. Shout out to JD and Heidel for being in the chat, rocking with us strong. You guys been here since day one. So, without further ado, let's dive into this thing, player. So, Sai, you want to tell the people what you've been gaming on?
Yeah. After we go over that Friday night.
Oh damn!
Me whooping that ass.
That's a great. Whoa! And what, buddy?
In COD. Well,
yeah. I mean, I was about to say because that plus 27 in Edna wasn't boy.
First of all,
let's go.
I was trying to get the high score, and that's a fact. That is a fact. Talk about it.
This man Edna plus 20. Fly in the
fucking building. Oh shit!
Hey. Multiple horns. Flies the goat. Shout out to Fly. I watched the live that golf frisbee shit, disc golf. That was
disc golf
cool,
looks
man.
fun as hell, man.
Yeah, it does look fun. Hell yeah, I wanted to play that shit low key when I saw you.
They got a course near me, and it's like in the woods. So I feel like it's my real golf game because that's just where I'm at all the time. Is in the woods looking for that ball.
I've never been out the woods. I don't even know what a green is. That's a fact. For real, that's crazy. Shout out to Fly though. Go.
Shout out. Anyways,
back to Sai and JD taking his BBC thoughts.
First of all, I was trying to get that high score because I fucking rage quit that game. So,
we were playing.
I was trying not to scream for the longest time.
Sai kept fucking up, so he finally just decided on the last game to just fucking hit the ball as far as he could to the left or right. So
Facts.
That shit was hilarious.
Dude, that Rory was pissing me the fuck off that night, man. I couldn't. Bro, all my drives, I would see a straight line and then the wind would push me into the sand. I'm like, you know what? This game's rigged as fuck.
You got to tighten that shit.
Yeah.
That shit was wild.
But we switched over to Call of Duty and I just laid that dick right on the counter like, get some. Let's get some.
First of all, I killed John and Rory, so let's get that straight. Second of all, Call of Duty Modern Warfare must be rigged because every time I came around a corner, if I saw someone and they saw me, I was dead 11 out of 10 times. I died even when no one was there. What?
Are you saying all shooters are rigged against you?
Bro, all shooters are rigged against me, bro. Because the way my aiming is set up the way my bank account is set up. There's a checking and a savings, and like sometimes shit don't go right. I'm trash at all shooters confirmed for the podcast for the people out there.
I can actually confirm that.
I'm trash at shooters, bro. Because you know what I do? I don't go for the head. I go for the body.
Yeah.
Because it's a bigger target, but that's not good. Because the dude I'm shooting in the body is shooting me in the head, so
Facts.
they win. That's why I'm trash.
Lose every time, but it took me like one match, and then I started catching a groove like immediately. That's just the type of game for me personally that I can just log in and like get back into somewhat of my old form.
Yeah, you're the shooter god. Yo, this man JD talking about I'm the Rory god. You both kneel to me.
JD,
man lost every game last time.
Do you want the smoke later? Do you want that smoke later?
He had one string of like 3 games out of like 19. He won. That man trash confirmed. Nah, JD's actually pretty good. He just he didn't have it last time.
Yo, JD wants that smoke later. I'm with it.
Hey, let's get it. COD. You were nasty on COD, and I'm definitely COD is not my bag, bro. Like that shit was a struggle. So, we did what we could, but hey, Modern Warfare is actually dope.
I love it, and with that being said, what did you play? this
Yo,
past
so
week.
this yo, we ain't do the podcast in a long time. When your boy Trogan done beat 2 games since the last podcast, bro, and I'm a trash ass softcore gamer. So listen, drum roll, please. How many games did I beat this year? 3. Oh man. RIP to me. I beat 3 games this year. So far, I beat Horizon since we last got on the podcast. Shout out to Horizon for real. It's one of the best games of 2017. It just wasn't the best one. So
I fucking hate you, my guy.
And then also low key, I beat COD Modern Warfare the other day. So that's 3 games on the year. I actually also beat Gone Home, which was like a 2-hour game that took me 7. And so I beat Horizon, I beat COD. Also, shout out to Bubba Clan. For real. Let's get some air. Yo, shout out to Bubba Clan. Bubba Clan is the new clan in my online mobile gaming golf clash. I'm part of Bubba Clan now. Bubba Clan is the realest, bro. Yo, we all the way up in professional.
You're the realest.
25. Yo, Bubba Clan is goat shit, bro. Like, Bubba Clan so fire. Like, yo, shout out to Wesley and them boys because we are rolling, baby. Yo, shout out to Golf Class. Shout out to Bubba
my
Clan.
God,
Shout out to
who
Parrot
the
Vic in
hell
the building.
cares?
Anyway, yeah, that's my mobile gaming homies. We roll hard. Respect. Shout out to my mobile gaming homies. I can't even say that with a straight face, but anyway, that's the only gaming I can do now, bro. Like I'm mad busy. I can only pull out the iPhone on the toilet, bro. Too much information.
Hey, shout out to that toilet stroke.
I gotta get it how I live. That's my multiplayer game of the year. Of the gen, actually. Even though it's on mobile, still better than the Switch graphics. Anyway, thoughts? So sorry, tell them what you've been playing, man.
Well, I beat God of War finally.
Bruh.
That game was intense.
That game was fire, bro. It also
I wanna call myself out and say I'm a fraud because
talk to him. You can say that again. Talk to him, brother.
Fraud. But
fraud confirmed.
No, because I said I was like, yo, I'm platining. I'm gonna platinum the fuck out this game,
this
dude.
Man said he was getting the plat.
This game is good. I'm gonna platinum it. I'm gonna do everything, every side mission.
This man completed the game at 17%.
I beat like 3 Valkyries and gave up. I was like, nah, fam, I'm good. Them let me tell you, dude, those Valkyries.
That God of War plat is only for people who got like 1,000 hours.
Those Valkyries are no joke. Yo, and let's be real. I've been seeing like, recently actually, somebody was saying, I forget who, it might have been on Twitter or something, but they were saying the Valkyrie battles are harder than like a Bloodborne boss or like a Sekiro boss.
Yeah, the Valkyrie bosses, and I played them on the hardest difficulty. I can tell you right now.
Did you beat any of them?
I didn't beat one of them. I played one of them. I think 3. I tried it 3 times. After the third try, not getting a hit off, I was like, "Fuck that! I'm not doing that."
Yo, it's like I had upgraded armor and like my strength was in the 200s. And I can do damage. They one shot kill me instantly. I'm like, this is stupid.
But that's what I'm saying. And like, I played it on the hardest difficulty to give me God of War, bro. You weren't getting a hit off, and like it was a 1-hit kill. So I'm like, I'm not, because I only found the Valkyries when I was like already 30 hours in, and I'm like, nah, I'm trying to finish this game. So one day I do want to go back to them though.
I would like to do them, but at this point, I sent it back.
Real.
You know what else I sent back? That trash ass fraud of a shooting game called Anthem.
Oh man, Anthem looking real spooky.
Bro, I installed it. I played 15 to 20 minutes of it. Turned that bitch off. Ejected that disc. It said, nope, I'm good.
JD said, so try 3 times and quit. Great lesson, millennials.
Facts, bro.
This fucking guy.
Facts.
First of all, listen, I got a lot of excuses for why that happened. So, but well, I guess I am a millennial. Never mind. Yeah, nah, I wanted to beat the game,
But yeah. So Anthem's trash. That's the moral of the story.
that's a fact. That Anthem is actual trash.
I gave it 20 minutes. I couldn't do it, man. That game's just not good. Really happy I didn't pay for Anthem. Yo, you made the smart choice as well as I did. I mean, I'm pissed that I actually rented it because it wasted a rental slot or whatever.
Bro, I knew, I was on here. Shout out to Fly. Fly said, really happy I didn't pay for Anthem. Yo, that's a fact. Let me tell you, and I'm not the type to go off speculation and conjecture, but like the demo, after playing an Anthem demo, I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
And then after
that demo, the demo is the actual game.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Nah, yeah. I'm done. Like, and then when you're selling me shitty software that wasn't fully completed, and the devs have come out recently and said that, and like the cat's out of the bag, like the game wasn't done and went through development hell.
$60 game bricking your system.
And bricking your system? Nah, fam, I'm good on Anthem. Facts. I'll play Anthem eventually one day, sometime, but like,
nah, I'm good.
I'm not paying $60 for a broken game. Sorry.
I may return to it if it ever becomes free. I may return.
Yeah. No, that's what I told you. In 2 years it'll be a free to download game in July on PS5.
It might be free by Christmas.
That's actually true. Because they've come out and said the stuff they showed in E3 was like, and it's funny because
their E3 coverage was like fraud.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. And now watching the Cory Barlog behind the scenes of making the God of War, he said it took them like a year to put together the footage they did for E3, and that was a real game. So I couldn't imagine. So all they did in Anthem was work to put that snippet together,
right? And
they had nothing else, and like, that's a huge problem.
And like you said it, and I agreed with you when we're playing the demo. Like, this was a last gen graphic game. Like, the graphics were made for PS3 and Xbox 360. They're not up to par for Xbox One X or PS4. Like, it's not a good game all around.
Nah, and that's a fact. And it's not to say that graphics don't directly determine the quality of whether a game is good or not to me, but it definitely has an impact.
And I feel
the graphics were not up to this gen.
I feel like most E3 trailers are way too hyped up. Yeah,
that's Fly just said most E3 trailers are way too hyped up. Here's the thing.
The repeater.
And Fly, my bad. I'm trying to cover. Hey, Dad. Shout out to you. We're trying to follow.
We're Super Trooper and everyone. Right?
Yeah, for real. We're like overdoing it. What did you say, Charlie? Roger. Anyway, Fly is absolutely correct. But here's the thing. Why wouldn't they be overhyped? This is literally your chance to sell the game. You're banking on getting those pre-orders as you're hoping people are watching E3 like yo pre-order. Yep. Click the button, pre-order. Like,
it's funny because like E3 sold me Anthem, and then the more that came out, I was like, I don't know. It's kind of like exactly. And like it kept like pushing stuff out, and it was making the game look worse. And by the time the beta hit, I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yo, and that's exactly the point. E3 is to sell games, and Anthem had me sold hook, line, and sinker. I'm like,
if I didn't play the beta, I probably bought that game.
Oh, if they would have just showed me that info and then nothing, if I would have just watched that like 5-minute little demo where people were talking to each other, playing like mad cooperatively, I would have bought the game hands down, no questions asked. But as stuff came out, the details. And the fact that they were like fraudulently failing and playing a demo, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
It's crazy. EA on that fuck shit.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact. Shout out to EA, great job.
But
you get the game is nothing like the trailer that hyped you up. Yeah, nah, Fly. That's the problem. You get the game, and it's nothing like the trailer. Now
the trailer is always like footage. It's not in-game action. It's
like the trailers are CGI first of all, And to be honest, let's be honest, they're playing most of those games on a PC.
Yep.
Like that, and that to me, that's messed up.
It's fraud because they're selling you PC graphics, and then you get it for the PlayStation 4, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Exactly, yo. Oh man,
Been burned too many times. I learned to let things come out, see gameplay, and then decide. And you know what, Fly? That's the beauty of Twitch now, or Mixer or YouTube, whatever. You're seeing other people play it, and then you can start forming your own opinion without even playing it. So it's kind of
and that's facts. And you know what it's like? It's really like you bring a chick home, she wake up, and you like, yo, what's up, dude? You want to go play ball? Like, not that I've had that experience, but it's like,
wait, your chick's a dude?
Nah, but listen, what I'm saying is, sometimes be looking rough in the morning. You're like, yo, who I brought? I remember watching a Will Smith on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and the chick, like, she came home, she took off all her eyelashes, the breast pad, everything was fake, and he was like, yo, who the hell are you? And that's exactly what's happening with T's game. I've never had that experience, to be honest, but the point is, I always wait, bruh. Like, always
try to take
wait.
Some
like
trannies in 2019 facts.
yo, listen, man, always wait. You know what I mean? Tell a chick, yo, to all my single players out there, tell a chick, yo, I'll meet you for breakfast, shorty. Like, I want to see you in the morning, no makeup. You know what I mean? Like, so anyway, that's what you want. You want to see the real game, the real footage, the real deal, no CGI bullshit. So yeah. I always wait now. I never buy day one unless it's God of War and I get the collector's edition for $130 anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. With that being said, Division 2, I'm just going to throw that in there because that's actually game clear. So that's another game clear for me on top of the God of War.
Shout out to the Fox. So how many game clears is that for the year?
I was trying to think of it, and I can't. I know I beat something in January, and I can't remember what it was.
Oh,
I cannot remember.
Yeah, you jumped on something.
Yeah,
quick, I feel like.
Yeah, I beat something quick, and I was like, all right, I'm off to a great start. And then 3 months later, I beat God of War in Division. So it's like, yeah. It didn't do anything. But I can't remember what that first game was.
Damn, me either.
I don't know, man. But I think I'm at 3-ish games complete.
Yeah. Damn.
I'm almost done with
really
Zelda.
Doing it, guys.
Yep. I'm almost done with Zelda. I just beat the 4th Divine Beast. So that means all that's left is Hyrule Castle and Ganon final boss fight. So we're on the road to completing that game, which has it's been a fun ride for sure on that one. The game with that little character that jumped around. The little character that jumped around. Oh, Little Big Planet. Was that Little Big Planet?
Oh man, that's what you beat?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, that was a Little Big Planet.
Yeah, that because you know what it is. I have all these free games downloaded on my shit, and
yeah, me too. I got that 2 terabyte.
Dude, bro, I'm running out of space fast.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I've had to delete
Believe it or
stuff.
not, you never thought you would run out, huh?
Yeah, and
yeah.
One of the reasons why I sent Anthem back, obviously because it's trash, but I needed the space for something else. So I was like, you know what? I don't need to play this. I don't care, and I was like, send it back. And
hell yeah.
I sent back, God of War. I was like, I gave up on the Valkyries and blah, 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 and I need the space. So I deleted that. But Little Big Planet was another one of those games where it's like I was able to beat it and delete it, to free up some space. So that's kind of like what my plan is probably going to be for the slowdown of the summer is knock out some of these digital free games that I have and start freeing up space for the fall. I think that's my plan.
No, that's actually my plan too. I'm trying to get the quick linear games out of the way because
graphics have a huge impact. Dude, graphics is everything, man. If you got shit graphics, don't even come to the playground. You know what I'm saying? It's it's 2019. Don't come at me with shit graphics.
Yeah, and JD's a good point. He said graphics, have a huge impact. But here's the thing, I think you don't you can still come with the weak graphics. I mean, the Switch exists. So the graphics, you can still be weak on graphics, but don't expect temper your expectations. Don't expect to have
like
considered for game of the year.
The Switch is owning that though. They're like that's their thing. Like we're coming at you as a animated bullshit, and this is what it is, and people like it, and I'm liking Zelda, blah 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 blah. Don't give me crap on the PS4 though. Like that.
Yeah.
You can't show me God of War and Horizon and then be like, all right, go play Anthem. Nah, fam.
Yeah.
That's not how it works,
no,
man.
Facts.
No way. No way.
Damn.
But with that being said, try. What's on your mind, player?
Hey, listen, man. Listen. Yo, I don't know how else to put this. And this, I got a couple. This is a couple different things, but here's what's mainly on my mind. I'm gonna just say it flat out. Listen carefully, guys. Fuck adults who don't play video games. Here's why. Bruh. When I turn on CBS News, when I turn on NBC, when I go on CNN, whatever, go on the web, whatever, Twitter, get a video, and I see adults who don't fucking play video games and they're talking about video games, they sound ignorant as shit. They really do. Like, they have no idea what they're talking about. Like, it's crazy. Like, this one article I posted in the show notes for the pre-production, this woman was talking about my son's addicted to Fortnite, and this article was about what Fortnite is doing to a child's brain, and it talked about all this stuff. And it's funny because there was no real evidence. It showed that different parts of the brain were lit up during different segments, like when they showed him Fortnite versus when they showed him a painting. Look at how his brain lights up during Fortnite. Like, are you fucking serious? Like,
dude,
guys,
certain things are gonna like spark different aspects of your brain depending on what you're doing.
That's what I'm saying. And they try to, because the layman who doesn't know about video games is still like, oh my god, this Fortnite thing is really ruining. All they hear is the news,
like, and they're forming bullshit opinions.
They're like, look at the brain. Look how his brain lit up versus playing Fortnite versus reading a book. Of course, you dick. Like, you could put a TV on with black and white, and it's gonna stimulate the brain more than a book.
Can I spit a fact real quick?
Yeah.
Why aren't they showing? Why aren't they showing these people, the kids are learning how to multitask and have quick reactions and brain speed and like,
no, exactly.
Yo, I gotta build. I'm getting beat by friggin' 10-year-olds who can build a castle in a second because they're reacting so much faster. And
they try to like throw that in there really quickly. They're like, there may be some benefits to video gaming, but here's what the real problem is. And then I interviewed this mom, and she's like, they're like, how much money would you say Timmy spent on Fortnite? She's like, honestly, it's about $2,000. And she looks shocked, like her mouth's open. Bitch, get your fucking credit card.
Why is your credit card on Fortnite?
Stop letting this little dickhead spend $2,000 in V. She's like, well, I pay him for his chores in V-Bucks. You fucking idiot! You're contributing to his fucking addiction. What the fuck is your problem? Yo, I can't deal with this. Parents, message to parents: get your motherfucking kids and make sure you know what the fuck they're doing. Like that's not, video games aren't ruining kids. Parents are fucking ruining kids, and that's always been the case since the beginning of mankind. Facts. Get your kid off Fortnite, you dick. Sign them up for soccer or football. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm tired of these Fortnite, and now we're going into the realm of like, and we can talk about this later, but the government is getting involved now. There's multiple senators who are trying to pass these bills that are banning microtransactions, which to me is not a bad thing. Here's the problem. When the government starts to regulate video, because they say they're trying to put a ban on microtransactions on like violent video games. And so here's the thing. This is a gray area. Once they start banning the microtransactions, which I'm like, that's totally cool. What other areas are you going to do? Fortnite's too addictive. Got to put a ban on that.
Right.
Fortnite's too.
Oh, you can only be you know what you're going to start seeing, like, oh, you can only be 18 to play Fortnite or some crazy bullshit.
Exactly. Once you let the government put their foot in the doorway of video games, all hell's gonna break loose. Now
Mm-hmm.
GTA 6, you're gonna have to pay there's senators who like if the game is more violent, they should be taxed. They should have to pay more, make it more expensive,
Nah, fam.
make it less likely for kids to get the game. I'm like, yo, these kids are stealing the fucking parents' credit card. Like, yo, it's OD. I do not want the government in games. I do not want adults who don't play games to comment on. That's like having a fucking astronaut coach the Jets. What business does he have coaching the Jets? Shout out to Adam Gase. What business does an astronaut have coaching the Jets? He knows nothing about football. I don't want to see fucking adults who don't know anything about video games commenting and making fucking laws for games. Like,
Right.
I'm
And it's
sorry,
crazy
man. Anyway.
because like they just recently came out with like a study saying well, it's not a study, it's now like an official thing, I think.
Oh
But
yeah, it's in
like if you're like your video game quote unquote addiction is now like a mental illness.
Oh yeah,
Like what?
there's a video game addiction, and it's part of like the same thing as like ADD and other
Yeah.
health. It's a serious health issue, and it's like,
Yo, so fam,
honestly,
can I like stay home and play video games all day and like take a copay out for a doctor or something? like what are you telling me?
damn. I don't know, like how you going to talk to your video game psychiatrist,
I
bro?
don't-
Like how does that?
you
how
know
does
what
that
though?
work?
That could be a fun fucking job.
Yeah.
that would be a
So put
doctor
this
I would
controller
like
in
to
your
be.
hand.
That
Let's
would be
play
a
a little
doctor
bit. How does that make
I
you
would
feel?
like to be. Talk
Yo,
about
I'd be like-
people's video game problems.
Yo, so you want to play a game in Madden and tell me how you feel? Well, I beat your ass. So how do you feel about that? That's OD. Anyway, video
Sorry,
gaming
my phone was ringing.
is nah. You're good. It's now an illness. I don't know. Get all the fucking adults who don't play video games and don't know anything about video games except for the stereotypes that they grew up with and are perpetuating. Get them the fuck out of video games. I don't want to see it. And
Yeah.
irresponsible parents. And listen. There's some people who do have a video game addiction issue and they need help. There shouldn't be a fucking 12-year-old kid who has telling me you have if a 12-year-old kid had a fucking coke addiction, what would you do? Oh, take the coke away from me, you fucking idiot. Like, oh my god, man. I can't.
Nah, I would reward his chores with more coke. Is what I
Yeah,
would do.
I pay my son in cocaine because that's what he wants. So you'll give him the
Facts.
V-Bucks because that's what he wants. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'll smack the shit out of you,
Wash
Chauncey.
a dish, get a bump. Wash a dish,
Yeah.
get a bump.
Like, come on, man. Like, I can't deal with it. Anyway, moving on from that. So Sai, tell them what's on your mind, Playboy.
Honestly, nothing. But
This man has no thoughts. Confirmed.
none. But no. What I wanted to talk about, and it's more of like a general discussion for everyone. But why is E3? Why is E3 this big conglomerate of like a video game convention? Speaking of like our addictions, quote unquote. This is like we're entering like the Super Bowl of video gaming conventions. Like this is it, you know what I mean? And
I mean, what is E3? Actually, I don't
And-
know what you're talking about.
yeah, right. But my point is like, where's the hype? There's absolutely no hype for E3.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I'm sorry to let you down. Because I know. See, you see it as a Super Bowl, and I'm not gonna lie.
It was, bro.
I did see it as a Super Bowl. I'm telling you now. I'm gonna tell you, 2019. What are we on May 26th? E3 is dead, bro. E3 is dead, my guy.
Dude, I can't
how are
argue
we
this
2
point.
How are we? Sorry, legit. How are we 2 weeks outside of fucking E3 and no one is talking about it except to say, what's going on with E3? Nothing's happening. Like, yo, nothing is happening. The hype. Yo, I remember talking about in the past podcast, we would be talking about E3 in April, and then in March, you'd be like, yo, let's not talk about E3 because it's coming soon, and then we'll save the topics. Like, yo, there is nothing. And I'm not going to be as ignorant to say Oh, because PlayStation pulled out as nothing, but at the same time, bro, talk about it, man. Like,
Yeah, I mean, Sony probably single-handedly killed E3 by not
I'm
showing up.
I'm gonna put it to you like this: agree or disagree. Sony is the Tiger Woods of the Masters. If Tiger's playing the Masters,
You're
lit.
watching.
Every
Everyone's
every person
watching.
in the country is watching the Masters. If Tiger pulls out, half of the fan base is out.
Right.
And I feel like Sony did that this year. Sony's like, nah, fam, we're good on E3. You're still gonna have the techies and the hardcores that are gonna watch E3 like us. Like
Right.
we're still talking about it, whatever. But like the general
I'm still
population
excited to
has
see what comes out. Like even on like, you know, the Xbox side and whatever. Like I want to see, especially this year, because you know this is going to be, you know, Xbox's reveal for next. It's a huge convention, so
it's a huge one for Xbox.
it's sad. It's crazy that knowing this is the, you know, the Microsoft convention that we're getting this year is being so big and crazy for the new gen. There's still no hype. Like it blows my mind, and like we still have Nintendo coming up with stuff, you know, like no hype. EA's not even really doing a convention. They're doing like a EA Play bullshit on, I guess, on the convention floor where they're gonna showcase some games, but they're not doing like a big press conference.
Yo, the dude Andy McNamara, who's the editor in chief of Game Informer, was like, listen, E3, there's a lot less hype, and he was like, actually, what he said was, and I kind of agree with him. He thinks they're moving more towards, because E3 used to be an electronics gaming only, like you had to be either a developer or a hardware person, whatever software to get into the conference. He thinks they're transitioning more towards a consumer focused show, because now, as of like 2-3 years ago, you can be a general person and just get tickets to go to E3.
Get tickets and walk in.
Yeah, get tickets and walk in. So I think they're transitioning E3 to more of
like a Comic-Con.
I feel like you know how they have, and I think the gaming companies, the big, you know, Microsoft, I think they're moving more towards, it's just going to be like a Comic-Con where you go and it's an experience, rather than, hey, we're going to have the Microsoft show at this time, Bethesda shows. I think the whole floor is just going to be open and you can go play games and see stuff. I think they're going to do less, like, I really think it's going to be a consumer focused show where it's not even, they're not even going to like televise it or put it on.
A lot of developers are slowly pulling out, and it's sad because I think E3 is good for good for the industry. For everyone to branch out and do their own thing at random times of the year. I don't know. I don't know if I like that format, rather than, hey, everyone bring your best shit for one weekend every year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, but if you really consider it, if you look at the trends in our country and in gaming, isn't Heidel, thank you for your comment. Heidel's comment was, I pull out.
Heidel, I'm gonna call you a fraud on that one. How's that new kid, my guy?
you definitely don't pull out, fam. Adam kids though, hope they doing good. Real quick, like I was saying, the trend is of gaming and are we not talking about that? The trending of gaming, honestly, Sai, is everything is more geared towards the individualized consumer. So this whole idea of having a big show where everybody can come and get a general overview, I think that's going to be dead, man. Everyone wants their individualized experience on their phones or in their hands. Like, everything's personalized now. Everything's individualized. Think about everything we've done, how technology has evolved. Everything is individualized. So the purpose of having these big shows, these big gatherings, I feel like they're going to die, because you can think about, if you're like, yo, you come to a show and you're like, you just throw an announcement on PSN, download GTA 6 betas live right now. Like, how many people, and you can send that out through like Twitter,
Yeah.
you would do the same, and you wouldn't have to pay the production cost. Sony wouldn't have to pay for no symphony,
Yeah.
the warehouse space, all the
But I
preparation.
love
of
that
E3.
shit. I love that
No,
shit.
I do too. I do too. But
I
it's not
want that.
necessary anymore. No, I know. I know, but these at the end of the day, these are companies spending money, and how much more effective is it to just send out a tweet that gets retweeted a billion times versus standing on a stage and having an orchestra and half the people aren't even watching it. Especially, no one's even talking about E3 now. It's kind of like
It's crazy.
and all these companies are pulling out like Rockstar
it's
teased
because
Red
of
Dead
Sony,
Redemption
man.
on Twitter. Like
It's because of Sony. I think Sony officially killed the weekend for sure.
no, they definitely impacted it. I think
I tell you what though, they better bring it on their next one, man.
yo,
Like
here's
their
the thing.
convention and whenever they're doing it, was it the experience in the fall or whatever?
Yeah, PSX. Yeah,
I mean, I know that's gonna be their next gen reveal, but I don't know. Like, speaking of E3, like you got this dickhead Kojima on Twitter, just bro.
hey, watch him out.
Nah,
Watch him
nah,
out, sir.
fam.
He's coming out with the
I'm
game of the year confirmed. Death Stranding confirmed.
bro. He's leaking these little like random videos about Death Stranding and putting up like the eyes emoji, like be on the lookout for this guy.
That heat's coming.
I'm so tired. I'm literally so tired of talking about Death Stranding.
People getting pissed. Yeah, no, I feel you. But
I feel like this game just doesn't exist, and it's just a fraud, marketing
just
thing.
trolling the entire time. He's never making the game.
Yeah, like I'm over it. But yeah, so that's kind of what's on my mind. Like, the disappointment of E3 not being hyped anymore, and like if developers are gonna keep backing out, there's really no point of going to E3.
Nah, and that's true. And it's
Like,
funny because
that was like a bucket list, one of my
me
bucket lists is
me and you talked
E3.
about it.
Yeah.
Me and you talked about it'd be dope to even get like a press pass. Like if we really hit it off with the podcast, like
Right.
it would be dope to get a press pass to go backstage and all that stuff. But here's the thing, the last thing I'll say about E3, Microsoft guys, listen, Microsoft, you're playing an opponent who's not showing up to the game. If you don't win by 100, but the game's still being played and your opponent's not there, so they're like, they're gonna roll out the ball and be like, shoot as many shots as you can in 40 minutes. So like, if you don't score 1,000 points, if Microsoft doesn't kill this E3, you talk about the pressure. All the pressure in the world is on
like
Microsoft.
don't show me trailers for plat games. Like, give me exclusives.
Don't say world premiere console Xbox One X S exclusive,
And then have it be like Madden 20.
Yeah, Madden 20. Like VR. Like what?
Yeah.
Like no. Y'all better kill E3 and y'all better drop the mic after you show.
Don't let Nintendo win. That's all I gotta say.
Bruh,
I like Nintendo, but don't let Nintendo win.
God,
I got some choice words for these weirdos that I can't say on the podcast.
Yo, for real, Nintendo. Don't let Nintendo Direct beat you. Like,
yeah,
for real.
And I know you want to get into it later, but the state of play shit, like that's kind of like Sony's focus now is state of play, and it's like, oh my god. E3 is a bust. It's looking like it.
E3, I'm here to tell you now, and I know I'm the hype beast. E3 is dead, man. E3 is dead. There's no. Yeah. I don't see Sony being like, we're coming back next year. Like, I think Sony has pulled out and they're done. Good. And I think about this. Is Google Stadia coming? Is the Amazon streaming service coming? Like, we're moving completely away from old school gaming as we know it, and that's another topic for another show. I think we're going so far outside the realm of the old school gaming that E3 will be like a relic of the past. Like, I really don't see the purpose in it, and I'm sad because I remember 2-3 years ago, I have what was it, 2016? I have like notes. I have like 4 or 5 pages of notes written about all the shows.
Bro, when Sony
E3
came out and like announced the PlayStation 4 and just shit all over the Xbox conference. Like that was a moment in the video gaming industry. Like that was crazy.
Yo, I'm telling you, man. And
That's gonna be missed for sure.
And I'll talk about this a little bit later, but like when they showed footage from that Corey Barlog behind the scenes making a God of War, when Kratos came out, yo, the crowd went crazy, man. And like that's the things that like people will miss the most, I feel like, you know.
Yeah.
So
but I guess we can move on, but E3 is coming in a few weeks, and if we turn these mics back on, we might be talking about it. So hopefully they give us something to talk about.
And see, we wanted last year. We did the shows, bro.
Yeah.
Like we did the shows.
We were live during the Sony presser.
Yeah, outside of the copyright strikes, I feel like it was cool. But
yeah, it definitely was.
What we might like? Are we gonna do it? Like, who knows? Anyway,
maybe I don't know. Xbox.
You wanna jump to the tiers real quick?
We could do that.
All right. So, I know we're a little bit late to the party, but a couple weeks ago or a week ago, everyone's been tweeting out their tier maker, the different tiers that they're putting in these games. People have games, people have actors, actresses, all kind of things that they're putting in tiers. So you have tier 1 is S, like the best tier is S. The next is A, B, C, D. So S being like superior class, A being A, and then B being B, whatever, like that. So these are basically, we're grading these games. So what Cy and I decided to do was take all the, because we both have PS4s, we just took all the, but Cy also has a Switch because he's a sucker. So we took all the PS4 exclusive that we've actually played, which we realize is not that many because we're software gamers. Out of all the 21 exclusives that have come out in this gen, at least the ones that are listed on here, we took the games that we played and we tiered them based on the quality that we thought they were. So we have about 7 or 8 games. Cy and I are going to go back and forth and tell you which games we put where and kind of, tell you why the other person's trash for putting the game there.
Do we want to start from the bottom or from the top?
Start from the bottom. And then when we get there, we can come out with a song that says started from the bottom. All right. Anyway, start from the bottom. Let's start from the bottom basement. So you start actually, because I want to see if you're going to disrespect me.
Okay. Well, I have only one game at the bottom.
I do too. It better be the same game.
Persona 5. And
Persona 5. Let me play this. R.I.P.
Listen.
I ain't gonna be here next week because the Persona 5 faithful are gonna bust his ass wide open. Pause.
Listen. I didn't even play that game. I put it on my list, and it's at the bottom of the list because I ain't trying to go to school.
Bro,
during a video game,
this man sound like BG from
I'm not going to school in a video game and doing homework, my guy. Like, shut up.
Bro.
Like, this is you are the worst game of the gen. Like, just sit down.
Yo, listen, I need the Persona 5 people literally right now.
Tweet me Scythex _ on Twitter. Light it up.
Nah, don't even hit him on Twitter. SWAT this man, bro. DM me and I'll give you the address. This man put Persona 5 at the bottom. Like, at
the bottom. I don't need to play it. The game's trash. I ain't going to school. Nah, fam.
I do. Friday Night Gaming Podcast.
I'm so bad at that game.
This man has got extra salt just because these little cats trying to go to school and get their locker combos.
That game
go to gym class. Here's the thing. I never played Persona. I'm not putting it at the bottom because I know it's better than a bottom game.
Nope.
I know a lot of people loved it. I'm going to actually get it eventually.
Yo, Knack is way better than that bullshit.
When I have... Knack... If I put Knack on a F list. I didn't even put that on there because I didn't play it, but still.
Facts.
Persona 5 is better than bottom. So the Persona... I just don't have the 200 hours it takes to beat it right now. The going to school thing, I kind of want to check that out. Like, I don't know why I have this weird thing where I don't know. I want to try it because people keep saying you got to go to school. I think it's only like the first It only takes like the first 10%.
Fam, every time I look at someone playing Persona 5, they're in a classroom. Like, stop, bro. I'm done.
Are they trying to study, bro? I got this bio
fam.
quiz coming up tomorrow. Oh, for real? How you think you're gonna do? Well, it's just a game, so I can do it over. Oh,
Yeah.
that's weird.
Yeah, I got my AP Bio exam tomorrow.
Yeah, for real.
The fuck out of here. That shit's trash.
I knew you were going to be disrespectful because I know you.
Yep.
So Persona 5 stands, please come get this son of a bitch.
Bring the heat.
Real quick, bottom of the list, and don't at me at all. This is actually a fact. Drive Club is literally dog shit. Drive Club is the worst game of the gen, confirmed. Drive Club dropped the fucking game for $60. 2 months later, dropped that bitch to 40. 4 months later, that bitch was free on PS4. Yo, don't even talk to me, bro. Drive Club was an absolute joke. I didn't even buy the game. I downloaded it for free. I played one match and I'm like, yo, this game is trash. They're turning off the servers like next year. They told me, yo, Drive Club is the worst game of the gen. No questions asked. They're turning the servers off.
The dude.
That I played the demo, bro. How you gonna charge 60, then charge 40, then it's free 4 months later?
Can I go?
Yo, what you got there? What we want to see?
So, do you have any more in D, by the way?
I only got one in D, and that's Drive Club.
Okay. So, moving on to C, I got Drive Club. Drive Club, just because Persona 5 is that much more trash.
You wild, bro.
Nah, bro. I played Drive Club.
I need Persona 5 people.
The demo was trash. Like, the game was trash, but I didn't have to go to school, so it's a C.
This man put Drive Club above Persona 5, and this man is an ultimate fraud, my guy. Yo, Persona 5 people kill this man for real.
That's a hard C. Thoughts?
That's a hard C. This man, bro. You know what? I actually have. And this might be hard for some of y'all to take because some of y'all fanboys out there. Yep. I only have one game in C, actually. Infamous Second Son. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. Like, I liked the game. It got super repetitive, like chasing these cats through the streets. Like, it was, and I thought I was going to plat the game. But then when I realized.
I got a question.
Yeah.
It's because the game's not on this list. Isn't Just Cause a Sony exclusive game, or is that a multiplat?
I thought Just Cause was a multiplat.
Is it? Okay. I was gonna say, like,
I think so.
Second Son is kind of like Just Cause. It's mega repetitive.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, Infamous Second Son, you had to clear, and there was like 5 different counties or sections of the city. And you had to clear it, like, there was 100 missions to do in the same area, and like they were all the same, and it was like 5 areas. It was just, and I know I hate when people say just video game is repetitive. All video games are repetitive, you fucking idiot. But this one was like so repetitive that it wasn't even like enjoyable. Like when you kill a Valkyrie, there's 8 of them. You can kill a Valkyrie, that may be enjoyable, or do something that's enjoyable over and over again. That's cool. But this, Infamous Second Son, trash. It was decent, but it's definitely a C tier. So,
with that being said, I got one game in the B tier, and that is Infamous Second Son.
Bruh, this man, bruh. You thought, you thought it was a B?
Well, here's the thing, because
that's a high rating.
Yeah, but you know what? I didn't want to leave it blank, and to be honest, it's better than Drive Club and Persona 5. So,
bro, I need you cannot say Persona 5, bro.
Persona 5 is
slander
trash.
And I ain't even trying to defend these little.
Nah,
little
you're a fanboy, dude. You're a Persona stan.
I'm Persona stan. I don't even have a game.
Yeah, and you're standing already. Like, it's crazy. No,
I'm just saying the disrespect for a potential game of the year is out of control.
But it's in my B slot.
Damn. Okay. So I'll give you one of my B slots, and you're gonna be like, "What?"
Yep. I already know.
Until Dawn, fam.
I knew it.
Until Dawn is in my B, and here's the thing. To me, to get an A meant you're like close to perfection, and like for me, an S is like perfect game, literally perfect.
Right.
Until Dawn was a good game, and I would recommend people playing it. Um, I just couldn't put it. There's no real reason why it's not an A because I love the game. I wish you had more. Like I don't know. It just I wish I had more time to play it again. I think if I would have replayed it, like it's meant to be replayed,
like
but it doesn't have the time.
I don't know. I feel like you're forgetting the enjoyment of it.
Yeah.
Because it's been like a couple years. Or when did you play that? Like a year and a half ago?
But you know what? The game right next to it, I like just as much too.
Oh, okay.
And I liked Until Dawn, but somebody got to lose.
No, I get it.
Today is Until Dawn's day because I can't put it with the other two games I haven't.
Yo, a shout out to Until Dawn, by the way. I'm hearing rumblings that E3. I don't know. Actually, it's probably. I don't know if they're gonna announce the E3. Maybe the developer will. They might be coming out with, I guess, another Until Dawn, but it's gonna be like a reboot with a different cast, different story, kind of like American Horror Story, where it's like every season's like a different, separate thing.
Oh, that would be dope. I would definitely play it again.
Yeah, and I still have their VR one that I gotta do. I gotta check that shit out. I still have that on the back burner.
No, like I said, the game is dope. It
was a movie, man. That game was just a horror movie. It was dope.
No, it was a movie, and I feel like if I would have
shout out to Tom,
had a chance to replay it, it would have shout out to Tom. It would have been fire. What you got in B? Did you do your B already?
B was Second Son.
Oh, Second Son. My second B, real quick.
Yep.
And I really like this. I didn't think I would because I don't like that cartoon Zelda Nintendo shit. Ratchet and Clank.
Really?
Fire, bro. Like
I forgot you played that. I have that on my list as like one of my free games that I gotta play.
Yeah, no, Ratchet and Clank was really like the different weapons in there were dope. Like they had like some like boogie bomb type stuff where you hit them when they start dancing, and then you had some freeze ray. Like it was a real silly game, but like it was a lot of fun. It was actually a lot of fun to play, and the mechanics were dope. The gameplay was fun all around. But like that being said, it's ratcheting. It's like a silly It's a silly fun game. So I'm not gonna because I'm not that I'm a serious gamer, but like I need like art direction, and I need you to spend 5 years making your game in order for me to consider it like top tier. So I just couldn't put it. I couldn't put it higher than B. So Ratchet and Clank and Until Dawn are in my B's, and they're both dope games. I couldn't put them any higher. Let's go on to that A tier.
How many do you have in A?
I have 2 games in A.
Me too. So we'll go 1 and 1, 1 and 1. All right.
Okay.
So my first A game is going to be Until Dawn. That game was absolute fire to me.
Wow.
Like you said, S is perfection. So I'm gonna say it wasn't a perfect game, but it kept me interested. The story was fire. The characters were believable. They were known actors, so they brought the production, man. The game was just straight fire for me.
They did.
I enjoyed everything about it, and I can't wait for the new ones. But yeah, I threw that up there in the A slot because I thought it deserved it in my eyes.
Damn, that's actually fire. Here's the thing, Until Dawn was. I feel I would have gave it a high B plus, and I just couldn't put it with these other two. So
okay,
I respect that A. One of my A's, I can't wait for this combo. This is gonna be great. One of my A's is the Order 1886, sir. Thank you.
What?
Listen.
That game was that good?
Bro, game was fire. I loved the Order 1886, dog. Like I loved the Order 1886. Like for some reason.
Wasn't that game like similar to Mafia as far as like style of gameplay?
Not at all.
Like
from what I remember, and I played
or shooting or whatever. Wasn't it third person? I'm trying to remember you playing it. That was like the only time I seen it.
It's first person.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, it's first person, and I just remember. It's funny because this is hard to do because it's the whole gen. I played it early on, but I just remember it being really good. And
it wasn't a free game for a while, or did you buy that?
Oh man, I think I copped it for like like a cheap price.
Okay.
On a sale. I think I got it on sale. And they talked about us another season, another sequel. So I'm really interested in it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was a great game, and
it's dope. I gotta check that out. Do you have it on digital?
It is third person, actually. I was wrong. It's a linear third person.
That's what because I kind of remember you like hiding behind like boxes in like a fucking dungeon trying to like shoot some old dudes.
No, actually, yeah. I just, you know what it was? Like the art style and the whole, like, I don't know. I really liked it, and I liked the story of it. Like, I'm not going to spoil it, but I really liked the story. I was just looking that up real quick. It is a third person, but
that's dope,
my memory is shot.
Do you have that on physical, or was it a digital?
I think, I downloaded it because I downloaded it because it was one of those flash sales. It was it was like $7 or $8. So I was like, yo, let me cop this.
All right, no doubt.
So that's my one game in A.
I gotta check that game out. Was it a long? How many hours was that game? Or roughly?
Nah, it's only like people got pissed because
it wasn't long enough.
It was a short. Yeah, it was a short game. I think it was like 10 or 12 hours.
Oh, okay.
That's so naturally it took me about 20.
Right.
Yeah, it's it was good enough. People were like gamer 2323 was like, yo, it's a movie 1886. Like there's a lot of cutscenes, and it was only about, I think it was like 7 hours maybe. It could have been less than 10.
Mm-hmm.
They said if you did everything out, it was like 12 or 13. But anyway, it was a good game. Like it intrigued me, so I have it on A. That's my only. I'll be honest with you. That's my only questionable A because I feel like I'm remembering it better than it was.
Okay.
So that may be.
But it left a good impression on you for you to think.
Yeah, it did. I really want the second one now because I think it'll be dope.
No doubt.
What's your second and don't be disrespectful, please. Thank you.
It's going to be, honestly. This might blow people's minds.
Nah, I will literally, don't even try me right now. What is your A, sir?
Nah, it's probably not what you think, and it's gonna shock you, coming from me, right? So my next A, or my last A, is The Last of Us Remastered.
Bruh.
I have only one.
I'm done.
I have one.
I'm done with this.
Now, before people try to fight me, I have one reason for this.
On Twitter.
I only have one reason for this. Is the game perfection? Yes. Does it deserve an S spot? Yes. But for the last gen tier list, like this game came out for PlayStation 3. I'm giving it respect in the A slot because it's on the list.
Tone got you, fam. He really
got me.
He really got into your head. He convinced you that it wasn't an S tier, bro. He said Last of Us trash.
Nah, fam, dude. Last of Us 2 is game of the year, and that's already a wrap. But
bro, dude, remember you said this when you end up with bloody in the hospital. Remember you said Last of Us is an A. Oh my god, bro. I didn't even play it, but
yeah. So I didn't want to hear anything about it. But no, yo. So the reason it's an A is because it was a PlayStation 3 game, and this was only just a remaster, which let you play the DLC on top of it. So it's kind of like whatever, man. I put it in A spot because you know what, it was a great game, but it's not the new gen.
Yeah. No, I feel you. That I actually respect that. I respect that. All right, I'm gonna go.
You're gonna disrespect me. I know it.
Yo, are you sitting down, bro?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yo, listen. Before before I give you before I give you oh man.
Just throw it out there, bro.
I'm you know what? I'm gonna let Drake answer this question. I'm gonna pose my next A as a question. Drake, is Horizon Zero Dawn in my A tier?
Yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn, bitch. You know why you in my A tier? Because you ain't win the game of the year, you little bitch.
Wow, bro. This cuck. This cuck showing that disrespect.
Horizon Zero Awards is in my fucking A tier, my boy.
Damn.
Here's why. Here's why it's in my A tier. Number one, the weapons were trash. No, let me stop.
Oh, wait a second, bro. Wait, no.
Hold on.
No.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Dude, I was about to flame the shit out of you right now.
Here's the thing. This is why I put Horizon in A. Oh man, it was hard to do. But I really liked the game a lot. I liked Horizon a lot. I thought the gameplay was phenomenal. I thought that the story was out of this world. Probably one of the best stories, if not the best story I've ever seen this gen in a game. It was probably the best
for being like an open world style game where there's so many moving parts. That story was intense.
Yeah. There was just the how do I say this? I think the game actually would have benefited from not being an open world game. I really think it would have benefited from being like a linear open world kind of combo deal where you could go through and kind of pick and choose a little bit, but not just have it open to a vast array of all these different things and like all these. There were so many little intricate stories which were all good, but I felt like all of the stories weren't really necessary. So like if you did, because at first I started to do them and I'm kind of like the stories were very individualized to me, but I liked them, but it seemed a little bit disjointed. And I know, Sai is a Horizon Zero Dawn lover, so he may not feel me on this, but I felt like it was too much to take in, and it was disjointed. But I think that all the little stories, not that they took away from the story, but it was just like I didn't see the point of all the little side missions and all the little things that were like available. You know?
I get it. I mean, some of those side stories were kind of like I remember a couple. I don't exactly remember what we had to do, but I remember a couple thinking like, all right, this is just like filler stuff, you know?
Yeah, like it was like go find my brother. Like what?
Yeah,
like, I mean,
my brother's sick on the side of a mountain. Can you go find him?
Yeah, like it was that to me. It was a cool like backstory or whatever. Because then like later on in the story, some of the stories kind of finished.
They intermingle with each other.
Yeah, it intermingled, but some of them just didn't. And like,
and those ones fell flat for you.
Yeah, it was just disjointed to me, and that's really the only negative that I could say as to. And like I said, S tier to me is perfection in the game. Like if you locked me in a room and I had to play this game for the next 100 years, I could play the games that I put in S tier, and that's why this. I don't know. It was very close.
Okay.
But I had to do it.
Did you like what did you think of like the enemies? The robots. and
Oh,
like the
I
different
thought,
styles of them.
yeah, I thought that was dope. I like how I like the intricacies of like having to kind of study the enemy and knowing where to hit it. Like
Knowing their weaknesses and
the game to me, yeah. Here's another problem coming from my side.
you didn't
Being
upgrade enough to go after
well,
the
no,
attack.
not only that, but that's a large problem. The major but the major problem to me, I didn't have enough time to invest in the game, but that's so for me, those filler joints I could have done without. So that my gripe is because of my personal issue with time.
Okay.
Really, it's not even the game. And I mean, it did have some filler, but I wish that it were linear and a little bit more directed. Like I had no idea because I don't have the time. I would just jump on and play, and I never really. And that's why I had beginner
Yeah,
weapons
dude,
and no
you
armor
had
by the
you
time I
had
beat the game.
two like newbie bows going
No,
after
I know.
the
I
final
didn't
boss
have.
fight. I'm like, what is this guy doing?
No, I know. I didn't have anything
That's
of
why I
what
kept
I
like
needed.
screaming at you in chat, like,
No,
put
I
on a
know.
different bow. And you're like, I don't
Bro,
have any.
I didn't even have the resources to make the long arrows, like
Yeah.
the sniper arrows. Like it was so trash. But that I still recognize that the game is crazy good. I just
I
I
to me,
wish I
like
had more time.
the world itself was just incredible to me. Like animals running everywhere. You had robots everywhere. Some
Yeah,
of
no,
them you can tame and ride, and like it
yeah,
was just
the
wild.
world the world was dope. My only other gripe, the battle mechanics, I felt like sometimes with the size of the enemies, I felt like you would roll and you didn't really know where you were compared to where they were, and like they would end up like jumping on top of you and you looked around like I just felt like sometimes the battle mechanics were like it was like the screen, it was a little bit like I felt like I didn't have enough on the field of view was too small. I guess being a
Okay.
third person, I felt like you should have been able to see more, but that's just me. That's me being nitpicky, you
Okay.
know? So that's all I got for that A tier game.
No
Thoughts?
doubt. I got nothing else to say. You're a fraud. No, but whatever.
All right,
Man, that's your shit. I respect it.
let's move into that S tier though. Hey.
My first S tier game.
How many S tiers you got? How many S
I
tiers?
got 4.
Bruh. I got 3.
Okay. Okay.
Who you got?
So I guess I'll start it off. My first game is going
You
to
better be right. If
God
you're
of
wrong,
War.
praise Jesus. Listen, let's get the hey that
There it
goat
is.
though.
There it is.
That's a confirmed S tier.
I'm just gonna point it out there. It's my 4th out of the 4. In the S tier.
Why you,
I just had to
you
throw.
know,
I just
how
had
do
to throw in the disrespect
why?
a little
'Cause you
bit.
so disrespectful because this man salty. I just put her eyes in the head.
I just had to disrespect it a little bit.
Yo,
But
you
no,
wanna tell-
no,
yo,
real
I'm
talk.
done.
The game was flames. It was fire. It was straight up fire. Bro, even like to the little like storytelling. I forget the guy's name, but you have his head strapped to your belt, and like
Oh
you'll be like
yeah.
rowing to a location, and he'll just come out with some crazy story, and like I found myself not getting out of the boat because I wanted to hear it to the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
he was telling you about Zeus and
this crazy
Yo,
shit.
that story is that little. Think about that.
That little head dude was
You're walking
nuts.
around with
He was a
chopped off head.
he was an awesome character.
Yo, great character. Great character.
I didn't know
Damn,
where they were
I
going
almost
with
forgot
him.
about him.
Because they're, like, spoiler, whatever, but you chop his head off at the tree.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh damn, we just did him like that. All right. And then
Yeah, that was
not
crazy.
realizing that they were just gonna bring him back to life and strap him to your belt. But No, the characters are fire. Atreus was a little bitch, but he kind of grows on you.
Nah, he grew on me, and then legit. And this is weird to say this. I wanted to kill him at one point.
Yeah, no,
Again, not to
100%.
spoil it, but like I legit when he turned into that whatever, like I wanted to kill that dude.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. Atreus was he became a bitch for a decent amount of time, where I was like kind of pissed at him for most of my gameplay.
Hell yeah.
Kratos is just a fucking G. He's a G.
Yo, that's facts. That
dude's
is
a
absolute
G.
Facts.
Valkyries can go fuck themselves.
That's also factual.
But I'm not gonna put my failure as a knock on the game. You know
as a knock on the game.
But
oh my god,
I love the fact that like two big like you said, you haven't even gone to these places, but like
I know.
Like when you saw me on Fire Mountain, you're like, where are you?
Yeah,
like
I had no idea.
Because I would explore everything, because this was when I was on my quest to plat everything, but
that plat.
I was doing all side shit, and I was finding these things, and then like when you find all four, it lets you read one of the languages, and then once you read a language, it opens up the portal to that realm. And so that's what happened. I ended up going there, and I'm like, oh shit, this is pretty cool. You work up the tiers of the battles, and the battles get harder as you climb the mountain. And then you get to the top, and you're like, yes, I did it, all 5 dead. And then they smack you in the mouth with a Valkyrie fight. So that was just a pain in the ass. But it was cool to jump from different worlds. And it's cool because, like, me being like a Marvel fan and being like a fan of Thor, like, all that shit was like really cool to hear from like a different perspective, because like from the Marvel side, and I know it's not the same, but it's the same lore, no doubt. It's always from Thor's perspective, obviously, because he's the main character, he's the superhero. But it was cool to come at it from a different angle, in a different way of telling the story,
No, that was definitely
and that
true.
ending, without spoiling it, was just fire. That little cutscene at the end. So I'm amped for the next one.
Yeah, hell yeah!
I can't wait. But what's should I go again or?
Yeah, no, and that's honestly we can because we can push through this because I had God of War. I honestly God of War is my game of the gen. Is it my S tier? It's definitely my favorite game this gen for sure. The making of it, which you guys need to watch. I tweeted it. Corey Barlog, they did it look like a full 2-hour documentary for free. It's on YouTube called Raising Kratos, and they talked about everything they went through. They were actually making another game at the same time called Internal 7, and they canceled that. And look at what they went through and everything they did to make this masterpiece of a game, and you'll appreciate the game so much more. Just what's your next one? Because I want to see
Detroit Become Human.
This
game.
I need a new game right now because I just finished COD. It's sitting on my PlayStation.
You need to play that game because, like, knowing you as knowing your character, like, you would appreciate this game a lot. I feel like.
Damn, I kind of. Dan, you're making me really want to play it. Actually,
I honestly would.
Is it long?
Yeah, I'll be real with you. It's got some story to it, man. It's gonna take a bit, but you know what? It's like I feel like it's something. It's that 100% worth it, and I feel like it. You can knock it. It's broken up into chapters, so it's not like open world running all over the place. It's broken up into chapters, so you can knock out a chapter and then get back to it at another time. So
all right, that's dope.
But Detroit Become Human is an S tier because the characters were unbelievable. The story, this game could be a movie. Like, it should be a movie. And you know what? you know, I guess I can go on about it later in Sony, but I was just gonna mention like, Sony opening up a movie and TV division. Did you see this?
No.
Yeah. So Sony Entertainment is opening up a PlayStation movies and TV division where they're gonna start making, shows and movies about their exclusives.
Yo.
So
I'm all about that because I need that.
A Last
movie that God
a Last of Us movie could be coming soon. A God of War movie, a Detroit. Spider-Man's probably not because that's a Marvel thing.
Yeah, that's a Marvel.
But,
yeah,
like Horizon.
Until Dawn.
Yeah, like all these things. Like Until Dawn, I can see as like an American Horror Story. Multiple episode season type of thing, like different stories every episode maybe, but
yeah, hell yeah,
they're gung-ho building this giant entertainment division just to work movies and stuff based off their video game exclusives.
Damn.
Like I think Uncharted is their first movie on the docket.
Damn.
So it's gonna be fire. I can't wait. It's exciting. But speaking to that, I would love to see them put Detroit Become Human as one of their movies because it deserves that recognition.
Damn.
That game was 100% fire.
Yeah, no,
and the best part about that game, every person I watched play that game did not get my ending.
It's a different.
It did not get my ending. I'm like, someone has to do the same shit that I did, and I have yet to find somebody do what I did.
Damn.
There's so many different scenarios.
That shows you that it's legitimately like a real decision tree where your decisions actually
and it's not like it's not like where I can't think of the game, but like you're not doing anything, you know what I mean? Like it's just strictly decision based. It's not like that. You're actually playing the game and then you come up to a decision, you know what I mean? Like you're playing and like you're playing and deciding.
The demo was like that. That's what I liked about it.
It's fire,
it's
man.
Story, but it's like action too.
The game was incredible. But that 100% deserves to be in the S tier for me.
Hell yeah. What else you got?
Spider-Man.
Facts.
Bro, that game was fucking incredible, man.
That game, honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now. First of all, off the top, I was trolling that fucking game. At first I saw it, I was like, yo, this game looks fire. Then I was like, you know what? Spider-Man trash.
And then that whole like bullshit with the graphics.
And then the graphics shit had me laughing because people really were like
freaking out.
So I was just laughing at like you're really tripping over puddles. Like, come on, fam. Yo, then when I bought that game full price, one of the few games I bought this generation full price, hit BJ's, got that game.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it was I actually saved $5. It was $55, but anyway, got that game, played it. Yo, one of the best, one of the most fun games I've ever played in all the years I've been alive. Like it was so much fun. Like I couldn't wait to come home and jump on that game, dude. Like
it was a game
so good,
where like I never had a game where I was actively enjoying every part of that game to get the platinum. Like
but and shout out to
I got to do all this bullshit to get this random trophy. I got no problem doing it.
We both got the plat and like, I got to do this. Perfect. I would love to. Like, right. That's how you know the game is good when like all the monotonous shit you're looking forward to doing.
Right.
How is that like? And that's what I'm saying. Infamous Second Son. That's why it's a C.
Right.
All the monotonous shit was boring as fuck. Like Spider-Man, collecting the backpacks was fire because you literally could swing and run and jump. Like it was so.
And
dope,
then at the end of it, you get a dope suit. Like you were always rewarded for what you were doing.
Yeah. Nah, you were, and that's a huge. You know what? That's a huge piece that I didn't even really think about. Everything you did was to enhance your character. It wasn't just my bad. I just hit my mic, but it wasn't just filler bullshit. It was
Right.
everything you did was for a reason and purposeful. And
Mm-hmm.
like Spider Man, low key
What?
was the most. I think it was like the most under. I don't think people gave it enough props. I think it's
No,
the most
it
underrated
got.
game
I
of
feel like it
yeah.
got disrespected hardcore
It
at
did.
the Game Awards.
It got. I think Spider Man honestly fell victim to the two, the God of War, Red Dead Redemption, like battle
Feud, yeah.
was so intense that Spider Man got lost. Like if Spider Man drops
And
any
let
other
me add
year,
this: if Red Dead was an exclusive, it would not. It would be in the D next to Persona because that game was trash, and
this man.
it had no business going up against Spider Man. None.
Nah, here's the thing. That's what I'm saying. They didn't even consider Spider Man like a contender with Red Dead, which
Yeah, that's insane. Like,
which to me is crazy because Spider Man was a low key masterpiece, bro.
bro,
Like,
people were saying this was the best Spider Man movie they ever played. Like,
yo,
Spider
it's
Man's had like 8 movies, and the video game had the best story. Like, it's shit's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. No, it's definitely S tier, no questions asked.
Yeah,
Like
the game was
that's
fire.
hands down. That game was so dope.
That was your last, right?
Well,
You
you're
got
not
one
gonna.
more?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my last game is the goat of second place, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Bruh,
I had
that
it.
trash ass. No, I figured.
Nah, dude.
Um,
I'll just because we already discussed it when you
yeah,
mentioned it,
yeah,
but the game to me, being a big like an old school Zelda fan, and
yeah,
having played the new Zelda where it got beat by it, I don't agree with it because playing both, yeah, Zelda's fun and everything, but I want Zelda to be Horizon. Like, the more I play
yeah,
Zelda, the more I want it to be Horizon. Like,
yeah,
I'm fighting weird pig face enemies when I'm like, yo, imagine if like the saber tooth was in this area. That would be a dope
yeah.
fight. Like, it's just I'm always wanting it to be Horizon, and like graphic wise, like it just shits all over that game.
Oh my
Like,
god, bro. Yeah, the graphics on Horizon are OD. Like
like
so good.
do Aloy as a character, fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, great character.
And like the problem with Zelda games is your character never fucking talks. Link has yet to say a goddamn word
How,
in 30
how they won,
years of video
how that
gaming.
one game of the year?
You
How that
don't
one
say
game of the year
anything,
best,
man.
and he don't talk,
You
bro.
don't say anything.
Fam,
There
I
are
can't.
cutscenes in the game, and other characters are talking, and it's dope. And then they're saying all the shit to you, and you're standing there like a fucking idiot, not saying a word. Like, that shit. That's my next, like, what's on my mind. How
Yeah,
games have your main character not say anything, and it pisses me off. But Horizon
that's
Zero
funny.
Dawn, Zero Dawn was just the goat to me. The game, in my eyes, was perfection. From the world to the characters to the enemies to this, the side stories. You didn't get to do it yet. I hope you do it at some point. But the
Yeah.
DLC, the DLC was fire.
Yeah, wild. I gotta
Yeah,
get
cause
to it.
I mean, I think it came with your game, so you might as well do it.
Yeah, no, it did for sure.
And like like I was saying, when you were playing it, there's like there's certain like quests to do, and it gives you armor that regens your health. So
Yeah,
that would have made
well,
your later battles
yeah,
a lot easier.
that would have been great to have that actually.
Yeah, exactly. And the different bows that shoot different types of arrows to hit everyone's weakness at certain points in time. So
Oh man.
yeah, but the way you can build that character in an open world, and like you're running you're on, the horse and the robot horse, and you're just like
Yeah.
running through the world and looking around like at a long neck, in the horizon. You're like, shit, I'm going after that thing. Like, it's just the game was just dope, man.
Nah, it really was. It really was fire though. It really was.
That's my game of the gen. I mean, those top 4 games to me that was top notch gaming.
Damn, I got my last S tier, Bloodborne. I thought I really liked Bloodborne a lot, and I thought it was definitely challenging.
Here's my question about Bloodborne.
Yeah,
Is there really like an interesting story to it, or is it just a hard game to play? Like, what's the basis? Like, what is Bloodborne?
The story is not really. You're not really playing it for the story.
It's just the experience of beating a hard game like that.
It's and I have Bloodborne in my S tier probably because
it's like a badge of honor, isn't it?
Yeah, it really, to me, I know it seems stupid to some people, but like to me it's a badge of honor. Like, you beat Bloodborne, like, yo, that's mad respect, because the game is pretty difficult, and it just you have to like have a strategy, and you have to it's representative to me of old school gaming. Like, you're not beating a boss once, twice, or 3 times. Like, you have to put that work in. So to me, it's like the work that I put into that game, along with the gameplay, and like the graphics weren't amazing, but they were pretty good. And I thought the gameplay was fun, and the game to me was like, every boss fight was like rewarding in and of itself. Like, when you beat a boss, there was no greater feeling. And like, when I beat that game, like, it was one of the greatest feelings I've ever had in gaming. Like, when I beat that game, I was like, bruh, this, like, it was so worth it, dog. Like, it was wild, man. Like,
Yeah.
The experience, the reason why I have it in S tier, the experience of playing and beating the game is honestly why it's in my S tier. Like, the story's not gonna blow you away. The gameplay was good, but it wasn't crazy. But it's just the experience, man. Like, the way the game leaves you like, yo, this is like, you went through some shit and made it out. And it's like, I know it sounds crazy, but like, that's what it is, man. It's the experience to me, and that's why I got it in S tier.
No doubt.
But I mean, Horizon could easily be up there. I feel like if I wasn't so pressured to finish it, because it took me forever.
Yeah.
And if I had the regen armor and the weapons and the damn resources, I feel like
your fights would have been enjoyable.
I feel like I would have enjoyed, instead of being like, half of the time I was like annoyed because I would run out of arrows or some shit, or like, yeah. So I feel like Horizon suffered from me playing it at the time that I did. 3 years ago, probably would have loved Horizon Game of the Gen. Like, right. But it's weird. But to each, you bring your experience to these games. You know what I mean? So it's like, to each his own.
Yeah, I agree.
Because you really do.
With that being said, that's it for the tier list, and that was fire. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
my question to the chat or anyone listening. Tweet us or throw in our Discord, the FNG podcast chat. What tier list do you guys have for the PlayStation exclusive? Like, share your lists. Also,
I would be curious.
Also, give us ideas for another list for us to create. Like, what do you want us to tier up? I know there's a sporting game one that should be fun. We should maybe look into that.
Oh God, yeah.
But there's quite a few in the gaming video game tier area, so we can definitely do some different stuff. That'd be fun.
Hell yeah, that would be fire, no doubt.
But we're moving on to the topics, general topics, in the main event. And with these topics, it's kind of like because we haven't been on for a while. Some of this is like a little older news, but I just like we get give our own opinions on it and whatnot. But we're gonna start just blasting through some of these topics.
Yeah.
And, to start, Try, you want to hit up that first one?
Yeah. I just kind of want to read it out loud. So I'm gonna. Microsoft and Sony are sucking each other off for the iCloud. Here's the thing, like this is what's happening, and here's what people are so dumb, right? Like fanboys are dumb because they think like Yoshida and like Phil Spencer, like they like fight each other on the weekends. Like, yo, these guys don't give a fuck about you idiots. Like you fanboys, they don't even like you. Like Microsoft and Sony are a company, and they're both companies, and they're doing what's in their best interest at any given time because they're designed to make money. Like, do they make games that are fun for us to enjoy? Yeah, cool. That's a side piece, but they get money. Like,
what's crazy?
For them to come together is a no brainer. Like, and they're doing this. And here's my low key hot take: they're doing this to combat Google Stadia and Amazon streaming because they're doing this. They're basically doing this for the streaming service, and they're nervous about Google Stadia as they should be, and they're nervous about Amazon as they should be because those are two of the biggest companies in the entire world. So they're coming together, and fanboys were up in arms. Like, what?
I was just gonna say, PlayStation. It came out that like PlayStation was the PlayStation division of Sony was left out of those meetings, which is interesting to me.
Wow.
So it's gonna be more on like the parent company end.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing. Like because people from Sony PlayStation division were probably like, nah, fam, because like Microsoft hated on us last gen, and because Sony reached out to Microsoft last gen, and Microsoft was winning, and they were like, nah, we're good.
Yeah.
And now they're reaching across the table because they're like, yo, here's an opportunity to make money. We know we got Google Stadia coming and Amazon, crazy streaming services. So, yo, let's put all these things on the cloud. And here's the reality: Microsoft. Let's be very honest. Microsoft is not Sony's competition any longer. They're Microsoft is a service-based company. Like they're moving into services, bro. With Games Pass, all this cloud stuff, the diskless Xbox. Like they're trying
what
to
kind of Xbox?
Diskless, sir. Not diskless though. They're moving into doing that kind of stuff. So they ain't worried at all about Sony. Ain't worried about Xbox with the competition, bro. Because like it's a wrap this gen, and everything. Like I said, everything is changing. So it'll be interesting to see. But all the fanboys got to relax because like they're a company, so they're coming together to get money. That makes sense. That's what companies do.
Yep, it'll be interesting for sure. Is Rage 2 the game of the year? What is the game of the year? That's an interesting question.
Well, I'll tell you, based on the 3 games that I beat, Modern Warfare. No, is Rage 2 game of the year? I've heard good things about it. I haven't had a chance to stream it yet.
It's on my list.
Played Rage. Did you play Rage 1?
No, I think Rage 1 was, if I'm not mistaken, it was an Xbox only game.
Oh wow.
I think I could be wrong with that because I know there was one game that was Xbox only, and then it came multi-plat for this gen. Damn. So, I'm not sure, but no, I did not play Rage 1.
Yeah, no, and I didn't play Rage 2.
Rage 2 looked. I've seen somebody play it, and it looked pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie, and it's funny because like I have it in my GameFly. Shout out to GameFly.
Hey,
I had it in my GameFly list, but I guess because it was in a lower availability than something else, they didn't send it to me. They sent me friggin' Mario Party for the Switch.
Bro,
but
it doesn't have.
It's all good because Mario Party is a shit, and me and wifey enjoy that, so we'll be getting our Mario Party on. But Rage is on the list. I gotta play that.
Yeah. I don't know if Rage 2 is game of the year. Like I said, I don't play it.
What would
To
be
me,
though?
to me, I mean, it's if people say this gaming year hasn't been that great, and people say it has been great. I don't know. I don't really know what to say. I'm only beating 3 games, but I don't think it's 2018 was way better. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie to you.
there's really
2018
like
for me,
no buzz right now, and it's funny because I feel like last year we were all like, "Yo, 2019 is gonna be the goat" because there's so many games coming
yeah.
out, and like I feel like we
Nah,
nothing, man.
I kind of
And,
felt like 2019 was gonna be like kind of a letdown because Microsoft is done. They're waiting for next gen, and then what do you have for game of the year? Like Sekiro. People are talking about what is it? Resident Evil remastered,
yeah,
like
no,
Resident Evil
a
2.
remaster cannot be the game of the year. No,
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
no.
saying. People are talking about that Sekiro. What else? You have Days Gone. It's definitely not like
Division 2.
Division Two. I guess. I mean,
That's
I,
probably the most complete game that's come out since January. I don't know what else.
yeah, I'm gonna have to go with. It's not gonna be Sekiro because the cucks who couldn't play it because the game's too hard. Can you make an
Yeah,
easy mode? Like they're not gonna vote for it. I would either say Rage 2 or the Division.
yeah. That would probably be my two.
I couldn't think of anything else.
And it
To be
remains to be
honest,
seen on what comes out in the fall because that's usually when all the shit pops off, and E3 will tell us that. So we'll see.
hell yeah.
But
What's up?
at this present time, I would probably say, in my opinion, Division 2, only
Yeah,
because you know it's got a little bit of everything in it, and
damn,
it's a multi-plat, including PC.
damn. Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about Division 2, so
Yes, sir.
that might be the leader.
So our next topic, I threw this in here because for our fans in the fighting industry of video
Yeah,
games.
that fighting community. Let's
Um,
go.
so Dago or Daigo, I don't know how to pronounce it. Tone said it. He knows him very well.
Oh, word.
Yeah, he knows of him very well. I don't know if he knows him
Damn.
directly, but he does tournaments and whatnot. But
Yeah,
he's a big time tournament player. Probably, I think he's ranked number 1 in the world as far as a Street Fighter tournament player.
damn.
He's been using a controller that people have been bitching about apparently, and the tournaments have officially banned his controller. He had some
Wow.
modified controller, I guess, called I think it's called a hitbox or something like that. It's just like a modified arcade controller, with the joystick and buttons.
Yeah, arcade stick.
Yeah.
Yo,
He had some crazy modified one, and he was just smoking people, and there everyone was like, "Nah, fam, you're getting a normal thing like everyone else is using."
yo.
So it's gonna be interesting.
Here's my only comment on that. I think you should use the fucking controller that comes with the system. And I know that sounds stupid,
Agreed.
but and I know why they don't do it because over time they wear and tear. And
Yeah.
like even with my controllers, like I know
Yeah,
I have 3
joysticks don't
controllers.
turn left for
Yeah,
no reason.
exactly. Like I can rank my 3 controllers from best to worst, like legit just based off use.
Yep.
Here's the problem though. To me, if you're using a modified controller or arcade stick, you're fucking cheating.
Yeah.
Like just use the regular shit
Use
because
this.
then
Use
everybody
use
has.
the normal arcade stick that everybody else is using. If that's what
Yeah,
people
yeah.
use for
Like
a fighting game,
but see, here's my thing. If the tournament players, everyone gets an arcade stick, the same exact one. Like I don't a tournament. It's like that's like you show up to an NFL game and dudes got like special helmets and you got your team doesn't. Like come
Yeah,
on, fam.
it's like
Like
another sports thing. Like it's showing up to a baseball game. Everyone has brown wood bats, and you're the only one with a black bat, and you have the home runs. Like everyone's
yeah,
gonna look at you and be like, "Dude, what's with that one bat? Everyone else is using this."
exactly. That's the whole point. That's why I don't like
Yeah,
when they do all the scuff
like don't
controllers.
yeah,
Like come on, man.
don't be different. Be the
Yeah.
same and wreck your opponents.
Yeah, that's the way that's like
Yeah.
level the playing field.
Yep.
But it's all good. That Call of Duty though,
Yeah, it's interesting because
it's like number 4, but they're calling it. They're just
yeah,
calling it
early
Modern
reports
Warfare.
was Modern Warfare 4 was coming. and now I guess they confirmed it that it's just gonna be called Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and apparently
I just played.
Right, you just played it. So it's like, why are they doing that? And apparently, I guess they're calling it a soft reboot, whatever the hell that means. But it's gonna be some sort of reboot of the Modern Warfare game. So what you played, I guess the story's gonna change, but it's gonna be similar. I don't know, man.
It better not be 60 then. Don't tell me you're giving me a soft reboot. First of all, that sounds weird.
Yeah.
And second of all, don't charge me full price. Because that soft reboot sounds like some bullshit a software developer says when they're going to change a couple of things in the code. And then
if you're going to do a different story, just Modern Warfare 4. What was wrong with that? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Unless they're tired of having numbers. I don't know, man.
That doesn't make any sense.
But yeah, they released Modern Warfare Remaster, and then now they're gonna have a Modern Warfare reboot. Whatever, dude. Continuing with the COD news, they already announced that the next COD coming out of 2020 is going to be Black Ops 5. They are not gonna deviate from the Black Ops story. They're just gonna push on. Speaking of story, Black Ops 4 didn't have one, so I'm wondering if 5 will.
They're like, people are like, they just took the story from 4 and put it in 5. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, like, for real. But is Black Ops 5 story only?
That
would be the biggest money grab fraud shit ever. Black Ops 4 was actually just one complete game, and they split off.
Yeah,
so apparently Black Ops 5 is coming. I'm assuming it's still going to have a variation of the Battle Royale mode because that's still a hot thing going on. But
Blackout.
Honestly, Blackout was my favorite Battle Royale that I've ever played.
You said
it was dope.
Oh, you liked it better than Apex though?
Fucking Apex. You know what though? It was, I don't know, man, because Apex was a little on the cartoon side, where you saw, when we were playing Modern Warfare multiplayer, how I can pop off like that with that style of gameplay. That's I'm. It translated well for me into Blackout. You know what I mean? I'm still getting my ass beat because people are just geniuses with strategies in a survivor game. But when it came down to a gunfight, I was like, oh shit, I can hold my own a little bit, and because of it's the same as going into a team deathmatch. It's the same gameplay. So I liked it in that aspect. It didn't change it.
I feel you.
Where Apex was kind of like, oh, you have abilities, you got all this other shit going on, which it was good for what it was, but Blackout was definitely dope. But so Black Ops 5, who knows? Will there be a story? Will there not be a story? Is Blackout gonna return in a different way? I don't know.
I guess we'll find out in
yes, sir.
2020.
The next topic is kind of funny to me. I don't know if you wanna go off it or you want me to take it.
I don't see Sonic is. I'm good for that old school Sonic, but I see you tweet a picture.
Mm-hmm.
All this new Sonic stuff. So you're and then now going to our Sonic liaison side.
I'm not a liaison at all, but it's funny because when the trailer dropped. Me personally, I enjoyed the trailer. I thought it was good. I feel like people freak out and then all of a sudden it becomes a mob scene real quick for no reason.
The welcome to that's the generation that we live in.
Yeah, now. Right. And it's I mean, Sonic didn't look like the video game, but he didn't look terrible, and it looks like a fun movie, Jim Carrey's in it as Robotnik, and it's just gonna be like a fun movie to watch.
Are like, he's not fat,
right, the Sonic trailer music was Gangster's Paradise, that's hilarious to me, and it was awesome. I don't know. I didn't really give a shit about it. It was the graphics of Sonic looked dope when you would like curl up in a ball and go flying at something, with his speed. It was almost like he was the Flash, like it was dope. Like everything in time slowed down because he was moving that quick.
Hell yeah.
It was dope to me, but the internet had an uproar and the they're delaying.
They signed that petition.
Yeah, I guess, and they're delaying the movie till 2020 so they can redesign Sonic. So, God knows how long they spent on designing him to begin with, but now they're back to the drawing board, literally. So who knows? The movie's delayed. So trailer number 2 should be interesting when they drop the new Sonic reveal.
Oh my god. That's so trash. Bungie, the Destiny gods making Raid World's first contest 11 play. It's funny because even though I'm not even a big Destiny fan at all, I've always been the world's first thing has always been cool to me. Like,
yeah, dude, it's the most exciting part.
It seems cool, yeah.
So
what are they doing to level it though?
They're locking your ability to increase your power level, your light level. So
okay,
like everyone can get to 700, and then everyone jumps in the raid at 700. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
It's not like because like in raids past, people would stock up shit and like they would stock up engrams and all this stuff, and then boom, an expansion comes out, they unload their inventory, and then they just keep power leveling quick, boom, boom, boom. They hit an engram, they get their strong gloves, and then boom, they hit another engram. Now they have an even stronger legs, and they just kept steamrolling, and it came to the point where like during the world's first races, the stronger teams would get through them quicker, obviously, because they were able to handle the bosses and whatnot. So
exactly.
Also, they had some like weird bullshit where some teams that I guess went to Bungie directly to do remember how they had like the community thing where they would send people out or whatever. Some people had the upper hand because they seen the raid in person and they signed NDAs that they couldn't talk about it, but they're in the world's first race because and they've seen it already in the beginning at least. So it's like there was a bunch of bullshit and people were kind of salty about it, like, yo, so and so saved all these things and he got to rank 650 way faster than anybody else, and their team are gods, So it's like Bungie's creating it. They're calling it a world's first contest, and they're they're locking the certain aspects of the game to level the playing field, so everybody's going in at the same strength, and it's just going to come down to pure communication and execution, which is going to be cool to watch.
Yeah, that would be dope for sure. Moving on to the next topic. Trump tariffs from Asian imports could raise all console prices by 25%.
Yeah, this could be a problem, bro. This could be a real problem for next gen.
Especially that next gen though. Like, because I'm not fan. I'm like,
Xbox
prices.
and PlayStation is gonna be like $400 or $500 off top, and then it's gonna be 25% on top of that because the dickhead politicians can't figure shit out.
Bro, we not. First of all, I'm not paying $100, bro. Like, you telling me the PlayStation, they're like, oh, $400, perfect. Now you got to pay $500 because of that tax, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not paying an extra $100. First of all, I'm not even getting the next gen until like 2 years after it comes out. But that's a fact. Like, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's wild, man. How this bullshit's gonna like directly affect the gaming world now because of it. Yeah, like even games, like all your games are going to be a little bit pricier because they're getting, shipped from Japan or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's going to be stupid.
That's not a good look. Like, that's not. I'm not
Like
interested
anything
in.
made in China is getting jacked up in price 100%.
No,
Which
yeah.
most hardware parts are made in China, so it's just like I don't know, whatever.
No, that's wild.
And the last
The
joke.
next. Oh shit! Oh, I popped out. No, the next thing, real quick, is streaming the future of gaming, and we'll talk about this as we go. I just want to read this thing real quick in an article, in the Game Informer, um, written by who wrote this? Matt Burtz. He literally the title of the article is streaming the future of gaming. Here's why I know it is. So I'll preface my statements by saying it is the future of gaming. Here's the problem with it. Here's why it shouldn't be though. And this is how he starts the article off. I'll just read it. The advantage to platform um, holders are plentiful. Game streaming platforms destroy any threat of a used game market and piracy. They eliminate the upfront cost of retail distribution. They potentially create a more reliable revenue stream with subscription plans. They allow platform holders to scrape an unprecedented amount of data about the way people play. Plus, publishers can still pack games with microtransactions to drive up the bottom line for these companies. What's not to love? Like off rip, he starts off the article that way. And here's the reality: like, yeah, streaming um is great for companies, and that's the only thing that's great for. Like, yeah, streaming is cool because you can stream the games instead of having them on your hard drive and unlimited stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, we'll talk more about that topic as we go, because we got to kind of wrap this show up for sure. This has
Yeah,
been one of
streaming is
our
definitely gonna be the future. It's just gonna be
yeah,
interesting on how it happens.
yeah.
Microcucks.
Uh, Microsoft really, we kind of talked about this already. I think they're going to be focusing on services, and
Mm-hmm.
I think they're pulling out of the console race. I think because we're probably going to see an Xbox service on PS5 next gen, like, or if not next gen, like definitely the
Yeah,
next gen. Like,
Like Game Pass will be on PlayStation 5.
exactly. Like, I really do think that Microsoft is moving towards a service based, and they're kind of like that's why they're partnering with Sony for this whole cloud thing, because they're like, yeah, we're actually we can be we can make more money as friends than as like enemies,
Yeah.
and Microsoft got their ass beat anyway. Um,
Nintendo thoughts?
so they said anyone with a Switch is a confirmed pedophile. Bye. You still got your Switch, bro? Yo, Nintendo. Here's the thing, right? Like, I troll Nintendo fans. Yo, Nintendo fans are freaks, bro. Like, yo, all these stages they're making like
This
cartoons
shit's
of each other. Like,
hilarious, but it's
it's
like,
it's
fam, what is
it's
wrong with you?
bro. Like, what are you thinking? They have
You
like,
know what they're thinking.
they have like Minnie Mouse like going down on Mickey. Like, bro, like,
This shit's wild, dude.
yo, it's
Wild.
it's the wildest stages you could think of. They have like the Nazi stages, then they have like all kind of stuff like black person eating fried chicken. Then they have
Oh my
like
god.
like a pony getting from behind by Donkey Kong. Like, what kind of freaks are you out there doing? You're making these like, what are you doing? Like,
It's like that's the Nintendo fan base, man.
the Nintendo fan base getting going, bruh. I can't. Um, so that's actual facts. Nintendo, y'all a bunch of freaks, you freaking freaks.
Yeah,
Anyway,
dude, that fan base is interesting, and it's
nah,
funny because
that
like,
fan base is a bunch of weirdos.
yeah,
Shout out to Pac, and
shout out to me, I guess, but
shout out to my brother, and shout out to Cy, the king of all freaks.
yeah, this shit's crazy, man. That dude, that the Smash Bros. Create a stage is like the weirdest shit that's coming out
Yo,
on the
it's
internet.
weird as hell, and people are like, "Well, what about Dreams? Like, Dreams is out, and people aren't even making. They're making like cool stuff. They're not being weird, but like Nintendo fans are really some of the Nintendo fans are weird as man. Like,
And I think
like, what do you?
it all starts because of the company itself. Like, I feel like they're hitting a certain demographic with that's doing
Yeah,
this.
like yeah, come on, fam.
Yeah.
It's OD. Real quick, Sony, State of Play is essentially a fucking joke. Like honestly, I didn't even the first one was so bad.
It
I didn't
was
watch the
awful.
second one.
It was
And
state of
people are like,
VR.
yo, people are like, and granted, if you like VR, that's cool. I mean,
I like it, and the state of play was garbage.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, they were like two. The first one was better than the second one, so I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother watching the second one. Like, and if they think they can pull out an E3 to put these shits on, they
Yeah,
got
nah,
another thing
fam.
coming. Because like, these,
This is a hard L if this is
yo,
what
this is a
why
hard
they
L. Yo,
pulled out.
I'm gonna go as far as to say, if State of Plays keep coming out and this is all they're doing, I'm copping that Xbox One X, buddy.
Yeah,
Dude, I mean,
it's
not that far out.
garbage. It's 100% garbage.
It
Like,
really is.
give me real
Real quick,
information. That's all.
yeah, no, that's facts. They have the weirdest shit, like it's random independent shit. But that Corey Barlog doc, so I don't know if you had a chance to watch it. It's kind of
No,
long. It's like an hour and
was
45
it
minutes.
on
But
like YouTube or something?
yeah, it's on YouTube. These guys they took
You'll
all
have to
and
link.
there's
You have
yo,
to send me that link.
there's footage. No, yeah, no, I'll retweet it at you. They took footage from like something like 2012, dog. Like Corey first showing up. There's footage from like the original God of War. Like it's such a good doc, and they did all these guys, the directors, they did it for free. They took all the doc from like all the info, pictures, videos from 7 years and put it together. It's really dope. Shout out to him for winning the game of the year and all that hard work. Days Gone is trash, 70 on Metacritic. If this was an
Damn.
Xbox game, people were like, "Yo, that's trash." But like, a lot of fanboys are saying it's good, it's a good game. So I don't know what to think.
Yeah,
I want to
it's
play
very
it.
mixed. It's very mixed.
Yeah, yeah, I want to play it, but
It's on my
who
list.
knows?
I'll definitely check it out. I'm
Yeah,
very fatigued on zombies though.
yeah, nah, that's actual facts. Last but not least, PS5 crossplay with PS4, and then details on the specs of PS5. Everyone knows it's AMD chip, 8K possible resolutions, ray tracing, which has to do with the way light comes off objects, 3D audio chip, SSD. They said faster than available for PC. I'm like, really? That's not actually
Dude,
true.
they keep every time I look, there's like a new tweet showing the speed of PlayStation 5 versus PlayStation 4 as
Oh
far as
yeah,
like
they
loading.
showed they showed a Spider-Man and it was like 15 seconds on PS4 versus zero point 0.8 seconds on the
Yeah,
new
like it was like
console.
instant. It's
Yeah.
crazy. But it's like, well, my question is, what convention are they showing this at? Like,
Yeah, yo,
why are we getting some weird
why is it like a
backhand, like
backdoor cell
Nokia
phone? Like,
shitty
yeah,
camera angle? Like,
yeah, like the
yeah,
OG video phone. Like
yeah,
it's
like
like blurry.
trying to take a
Yeah, I
video
don't.
off of Nextel or something. Like,
Yeah, seriously, and it's probably in a place where they shouldn't be taking a video
right?
at. Like I feel like they're showing these things in like private meetings that Sony's having,
Yeah.
and someone is just like, "Yo, I got to get this footage off." But
It
I don't
just
know.
it sucks that we're gonna have to wait for their convention to see all this shit
Yeah,
live.
and PS5 ain't dropping until at least
It's
2020
gonna be
confirmed.
2020,
Like,
yeah, Christmas
yeah, it ain't coming
2020,
out
like
this year.
November probably.
Yeah,
Um, with the PS5 cross playing with PS4, that's pretty major, man. It's gonna be like if I get because they already confirmed that they're gonna still make games for PS4.
yeah, they said they're making titles for. There's some titles that are going to be on both consoles for
Right.
sure.
And so like if COD, let's say, Black Ops 5 comes out 2020 and it's for PS4, PS5, right?
Yeah.
I can be on PS5 and we can still link up and play. And to me that is fire because
Damn, that's
jumping
dope.
jumping from PS3 to PS4, even though you had the same PSN, you could not see your PS3 friends online or anything. You could not
Yeah,
interact with them, you could not play with them. It was like you were in a different world. You know what I mean? And
yeah. No,
so
that's true.
for them not only allowing backwards compatibility with the PS5, being able to play with your friends who don't have it yet, that's a major, major, major good thing for the console, man. That's
No, that
major
is true.
news.
Hell yeah.
That's gonna be super dope
Yeah.
because like one of us, probably me, because I'm an idiot and I'll buy this shit day one. But
And day one though.
like I'll have it or whatever, you get it or whatever, and we'll be able to cross play, and that's gonna be fire, man.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
It'll because sure. we could still have Friday night gaming even though we don't all have the same console. You know.
We could still be on there.
It's just dope.
That'll be tight.
But we'll know more in like 9 months because E3 is not happening.
Yeah, no, that's actual facts. So I think we're about at the end here. I'm just looking for that.
Real quick, we don't have any burning questions because we kind of were like, "Yo, we got time. Let's jump on and go live." But for episode 31, yo, use our Discord, man. My Discord channel. We created an FNG podcast section where you can all chat about episodes or anything gaming related. To be honest, but use that and ask us questions, at me or at Try, and we can add it for the next cast and answer it on stream.
Yeah, that would be dope. Real quick, new game releases. I'm kind of mad that I looked it up. Elder Scrolls Online, nobody cares. Crash Team Racing, people are looking forward to that.
Yeah, whatever.
Samurai Showdown, I don't even know what that is. F1 2019. All right, good luck. And The Walking Dead still a thing?
Apparently.
That's.
Oh yeah, because the last season of the Telltale's coming out, and then that's the end of it, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. And then Toy Story 4 in theaters June 21st. Let's get it.
Oh boy.
Oh man, that's crazy. So yeah, basically ain't nothing coming out in June. So I'm glad I went to that. And yeah, man. So this episode 30, we're gonna do the outros real quick. Sai?
Yeah, you can find me at twitter.com/Scythex_ and twitch.tv/Scythex. And real quick, shout out to Gamefly if you want a 30-day free trial. Hit that link in the description, my guy.
Hey, get that 30-day, bitch. Let's go.
Yo, also, shout out to the chat. Heidel, Fly, JD, y'all the MVPs tonight.
Yeah, for real. Appreciate y'all for being there for us on the comeback. You can find us on Twitter at FNG Podcast _ You can find your boy Trigon48 at Trigon4848. Twitch.tv/Trigon411. I can't wait to look at the goals from last year to this year.
Oh my God, what a disaster.
Is this for real? Oh man, it's gonna be fun. Anyway, we've been rocking with you for about 2 hours and 15. We're gonna dip up out of this thing.
Yes, sir. I'm probably gonna tackle more of that Zelda.
Yeah. Go ahead and check Sai out on Zelda. Your boy might try to tackle the club. Happy Memorial Day. Well, not happy. That sounds fucked up. Hopefully you're having a good Memorial Day. Thinking about the people that all the people that passed away, so that we could be free. All that stuff, soldiers fighting and everything like that. Hopefully you had the time to spend with your family and have some good food and good times. So appreciate you rocking with us tonight. And yeah, baby, another one in the books.
Episode 30. We
out.
Peace.